Sheree, I have to give it to you. I have to. I don't care what anyone says, because at the end of the day, you did it your way. I don't care if you're still living there now. I don't care if it's finished right now. I care the fact that you were able to accomplish getting Chateau Sheree to where it was for that episode, and even for now. A lot of people didn't think you could do it. A lot of people would have been scared to do it, or just wouldn't have done it, period. Yes, you could have gone smaller. Yes, you could have done this and that, but this was a huge undertaking because you knew what it would take in order to at least get to that point. And it took you however many years, 5 years, however many years. I want to say congratulations. Great job. The house is beautiful. Again, I don't care if you're not in now. I don't care if that's the situation or not. Shout out to you. So this is the finale of Season 9. Season 9, Episode 20. Chateau, she did that. Now, the episode starts off, everyone's getting ready. Everyone's essentially going to work and figuring out their day-to-day. Candy, she's at, of course, the candy factory. Phaedra's at home with Aiden. Cynthia's with Mallory, which is her sister. And Cynthia's going to get koi fish. She said, okay, that's cute. That's great. We have Sheree. She's going scrambling around because she's trying to go and see, alright, where's the status of the house? Right now, there's still a lot of things that need to be delivered, a lot of things that need to be done, a lot of construction that needs to be had, and Sheree's just talking with all of her event planners, and it's going okay, but it needs to go faster, it needs to go better. And like I said, they're going to have different drinks, and the drinks are going to represent, some of the haters that said, oh, she couldn't do this, or oh, she couldn't do that. But right now, they're just having the game plan. Aside from that, we have Riley. Riley's with Candy because Riley needs to see her daddy. And the thing is that Riley isn't excited about that. I don't know if it was too soon, but Candy figures Block's trying to make the effort. So, let's go and meet them halfway. Oh yeah, please like, comment, subscribe. My name is Romie, if I didn't already say so. Riley really didn't want to do this. So at first I was thinking, how much time went by before Block came? Because they made it seem like it was a fair amount of time. Riley didn't really want to hug Block, so she never really stood up. But, Block and Candy are being cordial. Block's trying to talk to his daughter. His daughter's like, I don't know you, sir. So we have Candy interjecting. It's like, okay, so how's basketball? Basketball season's over. It's like, well, it just ended. Oh, okay, so what do you like to do? So you want to know about me? So wait a minute, what's going on here? So what's the problem? And the thing is, an argument ensues between Block and Candy because the issue is Block really wasn't around. And Riley acknowledges that. She's like, I don't know you. He was like, so basically since you were a baby up until now, you're acting like I was never around. She said, yeah, that's about right. That's about right. He said, excuse me, I was there at the hospital. What do you mean? Because Candy got away from the table. I was there at the hospital. I was there, with your mother, with you. She said, but did you sign the birth papers? I said, what? He had that look of, damn, you know too much. And then he's upset with Candy because he was like, oh, you're brainwashing her, you're brainwashing her. She said, excuse me, I'm not being brainwashed. My mama didn't have to do that. I have common sense. I'm your daughter, so I would hope you think that I'm not stupid. So, she didn't say that. This is what I'm saying. And so, I'm not brainwashed. She didn't have to tell me that because Candy and Block were going back and forth like, excuse me, you weren't there. Of course you weren't there. Hello? We have the text message to prove it. I gave you her phone number since she was 5, so you can go and contact her. You didn't do a good job doing that. You didn't keep in touch. How many times did you actually go and try to reach out and try to set things up? It's like, oh, well, you're her mother. You're supposed to be the one to go and make sure that that happens. And she said, I actually have custody of my other kids, and I make sure that they go and they talk with their mother. I said, wait a minute, what's the situation there? Why do you have Anyway, it's like, I'm a good father. And they said, hold up. Well, that's great. You're a good father to them, but you can't be the best one if you're not good to all of your kids. And I said, ooh, that's true. That's true. Mind you, that's when Riley was like, I'm not being brainwashed. No one has to tell me anything. It's from what I observed. And so then he apologized. He was like, I'm going to be a man. Real talk. I'm thinking, this is your daughter. why are you talking to her like that? Real talk, I have to apologize because I wasn't there the way that I should have. So moving forward, I'm going to go and make sure that I stay in communication with you, that I try harder, that regardless if you want to talk to me or not, that I'm still there. And she was like, so he was like, you know what, so you forgive me? She was like, I guess. Riley was so over it, and I wasn't mad at her because at least that was honest. That was honest, that was real. It's not, oh my god, I'm so happy you ever. No, it was, yeah, we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. Still they're gonna figure it out. He said, let's go and actually hang out. She said, without mom? Because she didn't even want her mother to leave the table. She didn't want to be alone with her father because she's not comfortable around him because she doesn't know him. She just knows that he's inconsistent. And that's really bad. But it looks like they probably are working on their relationship. I wonder how it all felt when the show came back on and they possibly are in a better place and all this information, because they played the song for him too, Better Late Than Never, because they're like, oh, because he's in music. It's like, oh, stars doing music, perfect, something we connect on. Better late than never is what they say. On my birthday, no, but I'm thinking, you listen to the lyrics, right? You bump into this, right? Well, Candy said, well, you know I'm a Grammy Award-winning producer, so when you have a mother like that can write a hit song. Anyway, let's move on to Phaedra. Phaedra, and she has Johnny who was previously employee of Candy, goes and meets up with these lawyers. And this is what they tell them. Look, as far as the restaurant situation, we can't help you with that. Why? Because that's an open floor concept. That's nothing new. That's something special. That's something truly original. We can't prove that. We can't prove that, period. But because he was saying that him and Todd were supposed to do it, and then Todd went with Candy, worked out the idea, and ran with it. They said, we can't prove that. But you may have a case with the wedding, because you worked with her regarding the wedding, and he's saying he pulled in all of these hours, essentially who worked 7 days a week instead of working 5. And he wasn't compensated for that. And Phaedra said, oh, actually, I know, I did my shady estimates. I mean, my rough estimates, you know, my made-up estimates. I said, wait a minute, she really said this? Okay, what the, how, what? They're saying, well, you know, minimum wage, $7.25. I said, dang, still down there? It's at least closer to 10 up here. But it was like $7.25, or maybe at that time. Oh, Phaedra is saying it's $2.14 that he essentially worked for per hour, for the hours that he worked in, the money that he raked in as a result. I'm thinking, dang, event players don't make. I get it, that's a different market, but that wedding was extravagant. Had lions and dancers and lights and all that stuff, and had to work with the TV crew. Only $7.20. First off, that's your problem right there. That's why Candy was like, oh, you only want that much? Oh, word. 5 days a week? Yeah. However, his contract was written was probably trash. And so, I do remember when they were having those issues where he was kind of, he's probably just upset that they were like, alright, we didn't like how you did last time. Because I'm sure if he was still working for them, he wouldn't be going after them. Like, let's just be honest. That's why I said I call shenanigans. His contract is probably trash. That's not their fault. And we're going to keep it moving because Phaedra's still acting like, well, you know, I'm just here to lend a helping hand. I'm not here to assist in all of this foolishness. I'm not really representing him. So they said they may have a case for him. They may not. They'll go and see. They'll file a complaint because there's fair wages. And I said, they're really trying to do all of it. I'm not going to say they because this is Johnny. So Johnny's really trying to do all this. Okay, dude. Whatever. Now, Sheree's house is coming together. It's coming together. There's still construction outside. I said, this is the day before your party. I know people pull in the last minute stuff. I'm looking at the kitchen. I said, okay, nice. Where are the appliances? Someone was like, oh, wait a minute. Where's the table? Where's the other table? Hello, where's the table? Oh, there was supposed to be a table. Yes, there was supposed to be a table. Where's the fridge? Where's the stove? Hello? I'm throwing a party. Where am I going to get these drinks? What are you guys doing? What are you guys thinking? Oh, well, here comes the construction worker. Look, you're not even paying me enough for this. I'm going to have to sue you a little bit later for this. Anywho, because the checked in clear. Bravo told me to come out here and... Anyway. we had to send them back. Why? Because it wasn't right. What do you mean? It wasn't what you ordered. And they were custom made. How are they not right? That's why we had to send it back. I said, you know what? I would have said, listen to me. I'm going to use these for a day. You're going to take it back because I will sue you up the wazoo. So they must have not clashed, or maybe the order wasn't in time, and so they were telling her to save face. Oh, yeah, we had to send them back. I'm thinking, how'd you? It is 100% possible, and this would happen to Sheree, but still, I'm thinking the timing of this. Thinking, are they just telling her this on camera so that they can say, yeah, girl, you know those things were going to come in time. You know those things were going to come in time. Or there was a huge possibility. Why are you mad at us? You special ordered, paid all that money. Anyway, now we see Portia. She's with, of course, her sister. Why? They're there to visit their father. Their father died in 1998. I said, wow, that was a long time. That is a whole long time. And she said it's been a lot for her. She acknowledges to Lauren that I wasn't the best sister at that time, as far as making sure that I was there with you to go and help you get through it. Because Lauren said she was in a lot of therapy. She did a lot of stuff in order to mentally get herself together, and none of the extra stuff helped. And that's when, Portia started to cry. I should have been there for you, but it was hard for me too, and I know you know that. Their father did a great job of making sure that his daughters knew each other, even though they didn't live in the same home. I said, okay, shout out to him. And now I understand why Portia likes Todd. And not saying that there's anything wrong with Todd, just saying that it makes even more sense, because this is what I said. I said, Todd's goofy, but I feel like Portia would like that. And exactly, apparently their father was goofy, but he was also reliable, he was also fun, he was also all these things. So I said, okay, alright, so that makes sense. But that was a nice touching moment. They're going having a group cry, looking at him, looking at the grave, just remembering the good old days. Lauren apparently was with him when he died. She was 10 years old, so that was heavy. Now we're back at Candy. Candy, was playing with cute little Ace, and I was looking at him the whole time. I was like, oh, I don't really care what the rest of them are doing. The baby's so cute. He's walking around, smiling. I said, oh. Anyway, they get a call. And it's Don Juan. Don Juan is trying to figure out, Candy, have you been on social media? What do you mean? I actually have businesses to run. Hello, you're supposed to run them for me. So no, of course I'm not on social media. Well, your ex-assistant, your ex-call-off assistant, whatever, Johnny. Ugh, yeah, everyone's laughing. Oh, Johnny, that was a joke. He's trying to sue you. Sue for what? Well, saying that it was unfair wages. And they all look at them like, really? Really, Johnny? You did a job. You did a good job the first time. You didn't do a good job the second time. And that's that. But Todd was saying, you know what Tyler Perry said, because Todd walked in by this moment. You know what Tyler Perry says? Tyler Perry told you, always make sure you have money for the lawsuits, because they will come in once you start making it big. And that is true. That is true. So we'll see what happens there. Phaedra looked good. I actually called her Portia. That's how good Phaedra looked. I said, look at her. I was like, look at Portia. I mean, Phaedra. Because Phaedra was getting ready for the house party, and Dwight is back. I looked at this like, okay, this is the beginning. They're gonna bring everyone back. I see it. I already see it. They see that we're done with this newer crop of people, or cast members, and we don't have time for that. Just bring back the originals. Bring back the originals for the most part. Keep some of the remaining, or keep all the remaining. Just reduce their parts, and it's fine. And it's an actual decent show. Now, it's funny because Dwight and Sheree, I guess they're not on good terms right now. Dwight has always been kind of snarky towards Sheree, so it makes sense that he's like, oh, Chateau Sheree. Chateau can't pay. Chateau isn't done yet. So you know what? We don't have time for this. We just need to go to the Chateau and keep it Gucci, keep it good. Candy's a little concerned regarding how Phaedra will feel, because remember, Phaedra, by now, I'm sure she realizes Phaedra heard about Apollo's girlfriend coming to her restaurant unveiling. So that's a big thing, since even though they're not friends, it's not like I'm not intentionally trying to do stuff to hurt you, since we're not even supposed to be around each other, anything like that, because we're not friends, we're not cool. Sheree's at her party getting ready. She's with her daughter, her oldest daughter, and also her, I guess, her really close friend. This is where we start to see Chateau Sheree. We see the bedrooms that are finished, we see the bathrooms that are finished. We see, obviously, everything that's finished, ready to go, looks great. And I said, perfect. I'm telling you, Sheree should just rent the place out. She should just rent the place out. Do you know how much money she would make? And that place is huge. It's actually huge. She would make a grip. A grip. I tell you, a grip if she were to rent that place out. That's exactly what she needs to do. Anyway. That's my 2 cents. I keep telling you, an Airbnb for the rich. Come on now. Come on now. There's a lot more people with disposable incomes than you think. Now we're at the party. We're looking at the house. She even has this huge spotlight going. She has multiple spotlights. She has actual parking available. I said, oh, I would hope so. Everything's lit. Everything's actually lit. There's even this moniker that's lit on the outside on one of the walls that says Chateau Sheree. I said, look at this. We have the who's who of Atlanta there. We have the full cast of Married to Medicine. Not the full cast, but the majority of Married to Medicine there. They probably have a scene, you know, or two for their upcoming season. And Portia comes with Todd, and she's figuring, it's like, of course, the house is beautiful. Sheree did the dang thing. Everything's in white. Had the huge chandeliers. Had women, you know, spinning from the chandeliers. I said, look at this. You better do it. Shamia came, and of course that's Portia and Candy's gal pal. Cynthia was there, and of course Cynthia looked good. She has her sister Marlo. Marlo looked good. Everyone's there. They're looking good. And of course Sheree's super happy. Like I said, she's pretty much all dressed. She's wearing this black and gold dress with this train. I said, look at Sheree. Look at that glow up. Look at that glow up. Doing the dang thing. You know who else is there? Lisa. Lisa was there. I said, look at all this. It's the old cast getting back together. It's the old cast getting back together. Candy came there, of course, with Todd. I said, look at this. Now we're going to stop for a moment because here comes the pseudo bone collector, aka Cynthia, talking to Shamia and Portia about what happened at the restaurant opening because they weren't there. And they say how Apollo's girlfriend came there and was saying this and that about Phaedra. And my only thing is, Shamia was there. Now, did Shamia leave early, or was she just not part of that powwow? I don't remember, but I know Shamia came to Candy's event because that's Candy's friend too. So aside from that, Portia was thinking, I think that Phaedra would have been fine because it's not like she wants Apollo anymore. It's not, so there's no reason for her to be upset. I'm thinking, come on now, Portia. Come on, Portia. Let's stop that. You know your friend. You know your friend would have been like, come on now. So now it's time for, as I said, Sheree, she comes down her long staircase, piano staircase. Everyone's there. Lawrence is there. Like I said, Dwight's there. It's funny how Dwight was just joking around with Phaedra, but then he gets there. It's just like, oh, look at you, look at you. All of Sheree's kids are there, as to be expected. She has photographers there. I would hope so. I would hope she'd have photographers there. It's been a long time coming. Kim shows up. Kim shows up with, of course, Croy, which is her husband, if you don't know. It just felt so good. When Kim came in, though, it was kind of awkward because Kim walked right past Candy. And I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt and say that she really didn't see Candy because that chair was kind of big and Candy was just kind of hidden away in it. Here comes Kenya. Kenya comes in, and this is where the mess starts. This is where the mess starts. Because aside from that, when Phaedra gets there, Phaedra's also talking and saying how, you know, it's really messy that Candy was there. Candy had Apollo's girlfriend there. It's like, you know what? I might have to pop a beat tonight. I said, you know what? You won't. You really won't. Like, let's stop it. You won't. As soon as Kenya came there, I already knew what to expect. because Kenya is the type of person that she likes to joke around, she likes to kid, and she was saying this and that about the house, and once she was like, okay, it looks nice from what I see. I said, no, it looks beautiful. Stop playing yourself. Give credit where credit is due. It looks beautiful, and then you can be shady. But give it credit. It's like, oh, this looks nice. No, that looks more than nice. I don't care if the whole thing's finished or not. Like I said, your house, when you did it, it looked great too. It was unfinished as well. We know that Sheree's goal was to have it finished so that they couldn't say anything, because she said, she put it out that warning of, now I know every single thing and all the furniture isn't done yet. I know it'll take me some time to furnish the house. Keep it real, because we already know. So as long as you acknowledge it, you take the power from us. As long as you acknowledge the fact, yeah, I know the house isn't fully furnished, I know the house isn't fully done, it is what it is. I'm going to make sure they only see what it is. I said, at least you said it so that we don't have to. Peter comes in, and Cynthia is determined to make Peter her friend, or make sure that they stay friends, and that's cute. It really is. It really, really is. But come on now. Marlo was there. Of course Marlo's going to be there. It's an Atlanta event. There's cameras, so of course Marlo's going to be there. It's really weird. I really like the fact that, you know, the OGs are pretty much friends at this point, and Kim and Lisa, of course, they never had any real issues. When Kenya shows up, and Kenya's goal is to be messy and to figure stuff out. So she takes candy, and she's like, oh, well, I have to use the bathroom. Well, let's go downstairs. Maybe it's downstairs. Where no one is, maybe it's downstairs. We already... Like, stop faking the funk. That is the... Now, Sheree, your security should have made sure that that was roped off. So that was your security's fault. But Kenya wanted to find something, and she did. That's what they say. If you want to find something, you will. You will. And they're just like, oh my gosh, look at this. Did anyone else catch when Croy said, oh, it's like, what is this, green? It's green, right? It's green. I'm sorry, I'm colorblind. Anyone who watched this show from season 1 up till now knows Kim and the phrase colorblind. Remember when Kim's just like, I'm colorblind, I don't see color. I said, no, Kim. No, I understand what you're trying to do. But remember, Kim is the same one that used to say that she was a black woman born in a white woman's body. It's like, no, you're a white woman born in a white woman's body, but you're just very comfortable with people. And that includes black people. And there's nothing wrong with that. And that's how it should have always been. Anyway, Sheree's friend who had the I look good, but I will put on the stank face like, excuse me, you're not supposed to be down here. That's what she was trying to tell Candy and Kenya. It's like, you're not supposed to be down here, come up here. Hello, let's go. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry, it wasn't roped off. Here goes Sheree's friend like, yo, these bees went downstairs and, you know, trying to be messy. Oh, who the bleep trying to do that? Who trying to mess with me? Oh, Kim, of course, pops up like, oh, okay, some mess about to go down. Let me get ready. And if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So let me make sure I stays ready. Again, it's kind of weird because Candy and Kim go off to the side because Candy's like, look, Kim and I, we don't have any issues anymore. So let's just go and talk. Hi, how are you? How are the kids? Good. How are the kids? Good. It's been years. Yeah, you know, I had 4 kids. You have 1 kid. Last spot. Candy said, let bygones be bygones. Whatever happened in the past, you know, it was mainly the target for the party stuff. As far as money. And said, I'm going to let it go. I'm happy that, you know, everything's going well in your life. I'm happy that everything's going well in your life. Okay, yeah, cool. It was definitely that conversation of, we're not really friends anymore, but we don't have any issues anymore either, so who cares? I love when Phaedra and Portia, they were going around the house like I would have been. Because it's funny, because it was like, make sure people don't go around the house and just go snooping. But here goes Portia and Phaedra like, hey, look at this room. Oh, look at the look at the bathroom. Look at the entire bathroom. Look at it. Look at the ceilings. Oh, the faucet lit. Oh, the water comes out from all angles. Look at that tub. Look at this bedroom. That's exactly what I would have been doing. Like, hey, picture, hey. But we hear that, of course, Sheree's over it because Sheree's trying to figure out, why are you going somewhere around someone's house? And it's true. So Kim interjected because Kim's just like, ugh. Now remember, Kim wasn't really around long enough to truly interact with Kenya, but she just knows that she never really liked Kenya. Kenya always had this about her, so Kim didn't like her. We understand that. Got it, cool. But Kim had that look of, I understand something is talking, but it's just pure trash. Kenya was trying to say, well, if you didn't want people to go places, then you would have it roped off. True, and her people didn't do a good job of doing that. They made sure that they got security to do that afterwards, but you were trying to be messy, you were trying to find something, and you found it. Congratulations. And Kenya brought up the point of, it's interesting how when Sheree does it to me or other people do it to me, then it's not an issue. As soon as I do it to someone else, then it is an issue. Yeah, because people don't really like you. That's the truth. There's a lot of people who do. You're not a bad person. That's not the thing. You rub people the wrong way easily. And it comes off intentional, whether it is or isn't. And that's the problem. So that's why people feel like, now hold up. Now who are you talking to? What are you trying to do? You're being messy. You're doing too much. That's why people feel that way. And I know you know that, so it kind of irks me that you say it as if, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. We expect Sheree to go and listen to what the people have to say, go stir the pot, go leave. But Sheree isn't the type to just go and be like, arr. That's how you come off, Kenya. And that's why people feel that way. So now, let's go into Kim. Because Kim said, excuse me, who is this? Who is this woman? Why is she talking? What's with all of this? Oh yeah, you. No, I don't really know you. I don't. Here's the thing. What I do know is you're doing too much. You're going around people's homes. You're going, yeah. Your attitude stink. Your aura stink. You look cute, but that's about it. I said, okay, Kim. No, let's hold off. Because we don't want to go. We don't want to go in this direction. We really don't. And the argument ensues. So that's when that's when Phaedra and Portia, they come over like, oh, what's all that noise? Let's go and be nosy and see what's going on. It's like, hey, everyone. Oh, Kim, yeah, you look good. Hi, Kim. Again, because no one really has issues with Kim at this point. So they're just happy to see her. I guess Lisa was downstairs. She could have been in the clutch somewhere else, but Kim said, excuse me, what's your problem? What's your problem? What's the deal? At one point, it goes into, here's the thing, Kim. You going and doing this rah-rah, yeah, but who are you? Who are you, Kim? You're the woman that's making all this money. You're just there going, you're having his babies, collecting his kids, collecting them checks. Actually, your kids have 3 different parents. I said, you know what? 3 different fathers, come from 3 different fathers. I said, you know what? She's doing too much. She's talking about kids in Kenya. This is why a lot of people don't like you, because you instantly go for the jugular when it's not even necessary. Like, where is this all coming from? There's a lot of material to work with the Kim. So how are we supposed to respect you when now you bring the kids into it, and then you go in and say, well, your man isn't even working. He doesn't even have a job. I said, now hold up. Hold up. She said she doesn't like you. She said she doesn't like you. So how did that go from she doesn't like you to her kids come from 3 different fathers and her husband is broke and doesn't have a job? Kim said, hold up. First off, yeah, he's not signed right now, but he had the $20 million contract and he got that guaranteed money from it. So that's one. Or maybe she said he just got a $20 million contract. Either way, he's good. We're not hurting. We're not downsizing. 2, I have a bunch of kids that are lovely, beautiful, so happy, glad to be a mother. I know it's something that you want to do, but I know you can't do that. And why don't you go and actually get a man instead of renting one? Like, I don't understand that. Or paying someone to act like your man. Essentially renting. Yeah. Rent a dude. So, just to clarify, no man, no kids, even though you want both. Congratulations, you have the house. No one really cares. And I think that's it, because who is here to go and protect you? Where is Matt? Where is the dog keeper, aka Matt? Where is Walter? Where is Walter? Who are you again? Why are you here? Like, would you even be who you are if it wasn't for Nene leaving? If it wasn't for Kim leaving? Oh, I'll wait. Okay! So I was here for everything that Kim was saying. Here for all of it. But I said, okay, this is going on a little bit too long now. So that's when Sheree goes and she's just like, alright, this is my party. All of you are supposed to be here to support me. She takes off the lower part of her dress. It wasn't actually a dress, it was a jumpsuit that had a train. I said, look at her. And they're like, yeah, you better do it. Yeah, you better do it. And, you know, she de-escalated the situation. Everyone goes downstairs. And, you know, they gather themselves. They gather their senses. They break off in groups. And the groups commence of Cynthia, Candy, and I believe Kenya. And on the other side is Kim with Sheree and Portia and Phaedra. It was interesting, though. It was really interesting. Shout out to... It's odd because they're still downstairs kind of doing their little squabbling. It's like, at the end of the day, Kenny's like, Kim and I are friends, but you don't mess with Kim. Kim's the type that'll go for the jugular. She has no problems. I really hope that I'm not missing anything else that Kim said. If I am, please let me know. If I'm missing anything that Kenya said, please let me know. I'm Team Jesus, so I don't care about any of this mess. To be honest with you, I was just waiting for it. I said, okay. This overall did not disappoint. Kim left. A lot of them were leaving. So glad to have them. I said, that was nice. I like Kim in doses. Oh, how did I forget the duck lips? When Kenya said, you know what, you and your duck lips. And Kim said, oh, wait, the ones that I paid for, yes, and I'm happy with them. I'm sure darn happy with them and anything else that I did. I said, that's how you do it again. You tell people, yes, I did this. Yes, I did that. Who cares? Cynthia wants to be friends with Peter so bad, and I'm looking at her like, come on, Cynthia, you need to stop. You need to stop this. Candy and Phaedra, they go and they have a heart-to-heart, and Candy's just like, you know, I apologize. I did not invite Apollo's girlfriend. She showed up, and I reprimanded Todd, and that's that. He was wrong for doing that. He should have let me know so that I will put a stop to that. And Phaedra's just like, oh, yeah, it's fine. You know, but I really don't care. But it's good that she apologized. Well, if you don't really care, then why is it good that she apologized? That's one. And then two, when she wanted to know, Johnny's suing me, so do you have any type of involvement with that? Well, yeah, you know, I can't really talk about that because at the end of the day, I need to go and, you know, privileges. He's my client. No, he's not my client, but he came to me to ask for legal advice. So there's a certain level of representation. I can't break my oath. You see my oath? I'm thinking, you know, it's not the right thing to do. So, okay, Candy said, I got it. You, alright, got it. So you didn't represent him, but you helped him out. Got it. I'm not stupid. Along with that, you're also trying to play me and make me feel like I'm crazy. And that is hurtful because at the end of the day, I don't really care either. I was just expecting, actually, I expected just about this from you. Just about this. So I guess you didn't disappoint after all. Thinking, Candy, that's the best you're going to get with Phaedra. I mean, Phaedra was doing all that mess with her marriage. So, I mean, with the whole, oh, I'm married, but I'm not really married. So the thing is, Phaedra, as we know, Apollo apparently got the original divorce settlement dropped, and wanted a new one. So that's why they're still married, even though he's technically engaged. The Old Lady Gang restaurant is open. This is what it is regarding that. Candy also got her money for Shape of You because I guess it was similar to, what was it, Scrubs or Waterfalls? Either one. Candy got her money from that. So she's making bank from that. Cynthia, nothing really important. Portia is still living alone, and she has a new detox cleansing, a flat tummy tea called the Dump. I said, you know what, Portia, just because it's you, it will sell. And that's the crazy part. Just because it's you, it will sell. Kenya is still, what is she trying to do? More Manor is pretty much finished. She's doing the PSA for domestic violence. I said, okay, next. Next. Sheree, they were like, we don't know if Sheree's living in Chateau Sheree or not. I looked at them like, they're doing too much. I don't care if she's living in Chateau Sheree or not. Oh yeah, she's doing that novel. She's going to do another one. I wonder if it was a bestseller or not. So that's pretty much it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Come back for that 4-part reunion. It better not be dragged out.